As promised, on the first episode of Super 6, the biggest talking point is right here in the national capital, in Delhi. 14 pending reports by the Comptroller and Auditor General will be tabled tomorrow in the Delhi Assembly. The BJP government is hitting the ground running on their promises, and the one that spells the most trouble for the erstwhile Kejriwal regime is the CAG reports, which the BJP promised would be tabled in the very first Assembly session, so that's exactly what they're doing. It's the duty of the Comptroller and Auditor General to audit receipts and expenses of both the central government and states, and these reports are usually tabled either in Parliament or the State Assembly. So what will these CAG reports answer? Well, 4 questions in particular. Was there corruption in the AAP regime in the last many years, first under Kejriwal and then under Atishi? That is question number 1, about whether these reports, the 14 pending ones, will actually establish that there was corruption as claimed by the BJP. The second question, how much really was spent on the CM residence, or Sheesh Mahal, as BJP calls it? Did AAP spend more money than their own estimates as alleged by the BJP? 14 CAG reports remain pending. Why were they never released? These are the 4 questions. We'll put those out for you in just a bit. And we'll have all the answers to these questions and more tomorrow once these reports are tabled in the Assembly. We'll come to this graphic in just a bit about really what we know of the reports that have been released by the BJP. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But these are essentially the questions that we've been raising about whether there was corruption in the AAP regime, how much was spent on the CM residence or the Sheesh Mahal. And also, besides that, did AAP spend more money than what was estimated as the BJP alleges? We'll know when these 14 reports are put out. And finally, about these reports itself, why were they never released previously? So we'll have the answers to all of these questions and more tomorrow once these reports are tabled in the Assembly. And the reason it's creating so much buzz in Delhi is because of how much the Sheesh Mahal Rao actually dominated headlines. Let's talk about the videos, the ones that you see right now on your screens. Remember these? They were released by the BJP from inside the CM residence, which today lies vacant because Chief Minister Rekha Gupta made it clear that she will not occupy this residence, which according to the BJP reeks of corruption. The BJP had also released details of the CAG report on the CM residence, and let's put out that graphic for you. This was the 2022 CAG report, and here's what it showed. Details that we have really right now of what the BJP alleged. They claimed that a TV console worth over 20 lakhs was purchased. A mini bar unit installed again in the CM residence, this is in Civil Lines in Delhi, for about 4.8 lakhs. You had a beautiful sofa in the living room, a beautiful L-shaped leather sofa costing 6,40,000 rupees. A home gym with all equipment, we're talking about treadmills and all possible equipments, all of that for which over 18 lakh rupees was spent. The kitchen was also refurbished, and this was refurbished for a cost of 39 lakhs. That's not all. This list goes on and on. We've spoken about the treadmill and the gym equipment. All of this was revamped. Let's tell you about the kitchen also, equipment refurbishing for a cost of 39 lakhs. According to the BJP, silk carpets were also bought for 16 lakhs. A dining table for 4.8 lakh, and even 4 leather cladding. This was at 5.45 lakh rupees. So this is a lavish, long list that we're putting out for you. But mind you, this is all alleged by the BJP. That's not all. The biggest expense was curtains, on which a mind-blowing 96 lakh was spent. 96 lakh, viewers, was spent on just curtains, main and sheer curtains apparently. And then for flooring, 14 lakhs were spent. Just mind-boggling numbers. But we must add a disclaimer that the BJP actually released these figures, claiming they accessed the CAG report. The actual numbers, which we're waiting for, will be out only tomorrow. And this could obviously spell serious trouble for the Aam Aadmi Party. Let me take you back to a few weeks ago, when Kejriwal was asked about Sheesh Mahal, and he laughed off the allegations.
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के टॉयलेट के सोने पे बात करेंगे। दिल्ली चुनाव पे, स्कूलों पे, अस्पताल पे किसी पे बात नहीं करेंगे, केवल अरविंद केजरीवाल के टॉयलेट पे चुनाव लड़ेंगे।
में से सारी बीजेपी उस टॉयलेट सीट के अंदर मुंह डाल के बैठी हुई है। मतलब जनता कह रही है यार महंगाई हो गई, बेरोजगारी हो गई, वो टॉयलेट के ऊपर बैठे हुए, वो सीट से निकलने के लिए चुनाव लड़ोगे क्या? और फिर पहले देखिए, हम मुद्दों की बात करते हैं, हम गाली गलौज की राजनीति करते नहीं है।
So you heard there from Arvind Kejriwal, who laughed off all of these allegations. The people of Delhi have had the last laugh on this. Kejriwal isn't in the assembly, remember, because he lost his seat. He's been missing in action. But this report, particularly on Sheesh Mahal, could spell serious trouble for AAP. How? Well, for AAP, the CAG reports could prompt a sea of fresh investigations against Kejriwal and co. It could mean that the Enforcement Directorate also steps in. And if the CAG report numbers don't add up, the whole premise of what the Aam Aadmi Party stands for completely crumbles and collapses, of being corruption-free. That image of AAP will be dented. There are allegations, of course, against them, but the CAG report will establish that something's not right. And after already losing the Delhi elections, these reports could be the final nail in the coffin for the Aam Aadmi Party. There's political dividends for the BJP to gain, which is why they're also pushing and ensuring that in the very first session of the Delhi Assembly, this is being tabled. If there is a Sheesh Mahal investigation, it will add to already pending cases against Kejriwal and co. Kejriwal is already in the dock in the liquor scam. He's out on bail currently, as both the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI are investigating this case. Manish Sisodia, another top leader of the Aam Aadmi Party, is also out on bail in the liquor scam. Sanjay Singh, Satyendra Jain, they're all currently on bail too, with allegations of graft. I've just listed a few names. There are a lot more AAP leaders who are currently out on bail in different cases of corruption that they face. Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh, Satyendra Jain, to name a few. And this is exactly why the Aam Aadmi Party cannot afford another controversy, another investigation, another taint against Kejriwal. Tomorrow is the day the 14 pending CAG reports will be tabled, and already reactions are pouring in. Let's run you through some of them.
देखिए, मुख्यमंत्री जी ने घोषणा की है, पहले ही सत्र में सीएजी की रिपोर्ट टेबल होनी ही है और पहले ही हो जानी चाहिए थी, लेकिन पहले जिनके पास ये जिम्मेदारी थी, उनकी चोरी और उनके काले कारनामे उस रिपोर्ट में लिखे हुए हैं, तो वो इसे बचा रहे थे, छिपा रहे थे। पर अब ये दिल्ली की जनता के सामने विधानसभा के माध्यम से ये रिपोर्ट इसी सत्र में आ जाएगी। जो कांप रहे हैं आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग, उनका डर और उनका कांपना और उनकी हड़बड़ाहट बिल्कुल जायज है। उनकी एक एक चोरी का पर्दाफाश सीएजी की रिपोर्टों के माध्यम से दिल्ली की विधानसभा में और दिल्ली की जनता के सामने निश्चित होना है।
जो सीएजी की रिपोर्ट्स हैं, उन सीएजी की रिपोर्ट्स को मैंने बतौर मुख्यमंत्री स्पीकर साहब को भेजा है। तो ये जो फैलाया जा रहा है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने निर्णय लिया है, ये सीएजी रिपोर्ट्स चुनाव से पहले ही दिल्ली विधानसभा एक सील्ड एनवेलप में चली गई थी। ये सीएजी रिपोर्ट्स पहले हाउस में प्रस्तुत होनी ही थी। तो इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो ये भ्रम फैलाने की कोशिश कर रही है कि उन्होंने फैसला लिया है, वो रिपोर्ट्स प्रस्तुत करेंगे, ये बिल्कुल भ्रामक है।
इम्पोर्टेंट सवाल ये है कि सीएजी की रिपोर्ट्स इतने लंबे समय से वो टेबल क्यों नहीं की गई। जनता का पैसा है, जनता को पूरा अधिकार है कि वो पैसा किस प्रकार से यूज हुआ, जिस चीज के लिए सैंक्शन हुआ, क्या वो पैसा वहीं यूज हुआ। और हमें जो लगता है कि सीएजी रिपोर्ट्स में काफी फाइंडिंग्स हैं कि जो पैसा जिस प्रकार से यूज होना चाहिए था वो यूज नहीं हुआ।
रिपोर्ट आई है तो क्या जांच भी होगी?
100%। वो तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने साफ कर दिया है कि जनता का पैसा अगर कहीं भी मिसयूज हुआ तो फिर एक एक पैसा जो है वापस करना पड़ेगा।
हर सदन में सीएजी की रिपोर्ट आती है। सीएजी की रिपोर्ट जो थी वो विधानसभा में हमारी सरकार ने पहले ही भेज दिया था और अब सदन उसके बाद हो रहा है, चुनाव के बाद तो रिपोर्ट आनी चाहिए सदन में।
जिस व्यक्ति की राजनीति कैग रिपोर्ट के आधार पर शुरू हुई थी, उनका नाम है अरविंद केजरीवाल और पार्टी का नाम है आम आदमी पार्टी। वो स्वयं अपनी जवाबदेही से भागते रहे, न जनता को जवाब दिया, न मीडिया को दिया, और जब कैग की रिपोर्ट आई तो विधानसभा में भी जवाब देने से भागते रहे। अब जनता ने उनको बाहर का रास्ता कर दिया है, हरा दिया है, और अब हमारा ये दायित्व बनता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की चुनी हुई सरकार उस कैग रिपोर्ट को विधानसभा में लाए, उस पर चर्चा कराए और देश की जनता के सामने केजरीवाल जी के भ्रष्टाचार को बाहर लेकर आए।
So for the Aam Aadmi Party, it all hinges on what really the CAG reports establish or doesn't establish tomorrow. 14 pending reports will be tabled in the Delhi Assembly. First matter of business tomorrow. And we'll see what impact it has on the Aam Aadmi Party. And here, of course, on Super 6, we'll decode for you the big takeaways from those CAG reports come tomorrow. But while we focus on what's really happening in the national capital, let's talk about the other talking point from the Delhi Assembly today on the BJP's promise to women of 2,500 rupees monthly aid. But first, an image that sums up Nari Shakti in Delhi. For the first time ever in Delhi, or for that matter, anywhere in the country, we have a woman chief minister and a woman leader of opposition. Chief Minister Rekha Gupta and leader of opposition Atishi are scripting, creating history. And as expected, as should be, the two women leaders are putting the spotlight on the issue of Mahila. And that's where we saw the biggest clash taking place in the Delhi Assembly today. The Aam Aadmi Party has questioned why the promise of financial aid to women hasn't been announced yet. Images also came in from outside the CM office in the Assembly, where Atishi led a protest, questioning why in the first cabinet meeting no announcement was made by the Rekha government okaying the dole for women. But here's the irony. AAP in Punjab is yet to actually provide that financial aid of 1,000 rupees to women above 18 because they're struggling to figure out where they'll get the 12,000 crore from. So AAP in Delhi is questioning the BJP because of 2 weeks in power, they haven't made that announcement. And in Punjab, they've been in power for over 2 years, and yet they haven't managed to give that promised 1,000 rupees to women in Punjab. So rich really coming from the Aam Aadmi Party on unfulfilled promises. But let's talk about really whether the BJP is delaying that promise of financial aid to women. Here's what the BJP said and also the AAP's allegations.
जो स्थिति सरकार ने हमारे सामने छोड़ी है, जब हम अधिकारियों के साथ बैठ करके आज की सरकार का फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस देखते हैं, तो सारे के सारे सरकारी खजाने खाली दिखाई देते हैं। ये दिल्ली की जनता के लिए एक रेगुलर फीचर है, एक रेगुलर काम है बहनों के लिए, और इसकी बहुत ही डिटेल्ड प्लानिंग के साथ में इसे हम जनता के बीच में लाएंगे, निश्चित लाएंगे।
जब अरविंद केजरीवाल जी दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री बने थे, तब 30,000 करोड़ का दिल्ली का बजट था, लेकिन तब भी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने मुनाफे की सरकार चलाई। फ्री बिजली दी, फ्री पानी दिया, अच्छे स्कूल दिए, अच्छे अस्पताल दिए, फ्री बस यात्रा दी, फ्री तीर्थ यात्रा दी। आज 77,000 करोड़ का बजट भारतीय जनता पार्टी को हम अपने 10 साल की सरकार के बाद देकर जा रहे हैं, और वो कह रहे हैं खजाने खाली हैं। तो ये बिल्कुल साफ है, कमी पैसे की नहीं है, कमी नीयत की है।
So the first clash on the CAG report, the second clash on the monthly financial aid promised by the BJP, which according to the AAP remains unfulfilled. That wasn't the only showdown or war of words that we witnessed on day one of the Delhi Assembly. Let's round up for you all the other big headlines that emerged. The newly appointed Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta today took oath as member of the Legislative Assembly of Delhi, along with the Delhi Chief Minister, Cabinet Ministers Kapil Mishra, Pankaj Kumar, Parvesh Singh, Ashish Sood, Manjinder Sirsa and Ravinder Indraj Singh took oath as members of the Assembly.
Rekha Gupta, जो विधानसभा की सदस्य निर्वाचित हुई हूँ, ईश्वर की शपथ लेती हूँ कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगी। मैं भारत की प्रभुता।
We also saw a confrontation as leader of opposition Atishi accused the BJP of being anti-Dalit and anti-Sikh. Why? Because the AAP claimed that pictures of Ambedkar and Bhagat Singh were replaced with that of Mahatma Gandhi, President Murmu and Prime Minister Modi in the CM office. And it led to a showdown in the Delhi Assembly. As you can see there, AAP MLAs were up on their feet. after the controversy. Chief Minister Rekha Gupta, who's having a meeting with her ministers and BJP MLAs, countered AAP's claim and said the Delhi government has not removed any photos of Bhagat Singh and Ambedkar. In a video, photos of Mahatma Gandhi, President Murmu and Prime Minister Modi were put up behind where she was sitting, while photos of Ambedkar and Bhagat Singh were also there, placed on opposite sides.
बैठेंगे तो हम भी तो अपने हिसाब से बैठेंगे। भगत सिंह जी हैं, इंदिरा जी हैं, राष्ट्रपति जी हैं, प्रधानमंत्री जी हैं। अब जब वो बैठेंगे तो अपने हिसाब से बैठेंगे।
Three-time BJP MLA Vijender Gupta was elected as the new speaker in the first session of the 8th Delhi Assembly. The election was conducted by Arvinder Singh Lovely, who is the pro-tem speaker. Okay, the stage set for tomorrow, day 2 of the Delhi Assembly, which promises to be a cracker of an assembly, as you're going to see, in fact, both the BJP and AAP sit together and go through all the details of the 14 pending CAG reports. We'll be tracking all the updates that come in from the Delhi Assembly.